I've been traveling in Africa for the last 22, 23 years, and I've been almost everywhere. I've never been in a place like this one. This is really one of the most beautiful, wild, and pristine place on earth.
It's such a beautiful, vast continent. You get amazing diversity. You can come to somewhere like Tanzania and you can have so many different experiences.
Well, the main reason for being on this group was the subject of the itinerary. I know that the mega fan trip is all about conservation, but I specifically wanted this, and I'm very pleased with the build-up of the group. We really complement each other in our knowledge and in our drive.
We had an amazing morning, driving for more than 1 hour on a rocky and bumpy road, getting to the top of the escarpment, and we find a lot of wildlife, a lot of giraffes, really big journeys of giraffes, and it was really special. Nobody was there.
I've been in safari business for 29 years, and I've never driven up a rock with lions, just sitting there and not even minding us being there. That's fantastic.
It was profound to see such a vast number of lions together. That was a feeling of vulnerability, actually, because there's such a large pride, so big in terms of stature, that it felt very humbling, and I felt like a little ant sitting there.
Here we have the privilege and the luxury of time, which means that you can go deeper, you can spend longer with various sightings, the walks, which were just phenomenal. There was just so much, and I think that was really what gave us our unique sightings. I mean, going out by boat yesterday and today coming back, that was unique in itself, and you really felt like there was this frontier spirit, and that this, you may be the first people journeying through this delta region, and that's special.
We have been watching this big herd of hippos, really big one, 50 or 60 of them. Rob, he was filming, and we decided to move the car to have a better view, and we moved the car, but we couldn't find a good view of them. I wasn't paying attention to the hippos, and so I didn't realize that hippo was going to charge me, and then I heard just Russell screaming, come, and then I started to run, and I jumped in the car, and when I was in the car, the hippo was just 3 meters probably from us.
For me, Jacana is just one of those beautiful remote places. I knew it was going to be very different to anything else I've ever sort of experienced in Tanzania, and it just pushes the boundaries that little bit further. It's usually those sort of safari connoisseurs, those that have travelled many times. They've seen the big five umpteen times, and they're looking for something a little different. So that's what I think Jacana offers. You can see what amazing conservation is happening here. A lot of our clients are looking for something a little more to than just going on a safari. They want to know that there is something positive happening behind the scenes.
The birding has absolutely blown me away here. For example, just coming back this morning, we were seeing the most extraordinary bird life taking off in front of us, really at close quarters.
So we were in the Catalika swamp. We actually spent the morning there wading through the swamp in pursuit of shoebill and sidatunga. We fell on our faces, we got completely wet and muddy, we actually had a giant mud fight as well, and then went by boat to Catalika Island, back through the same swamp. And what this entailed was a tiny aluminium-hulled little boat that went through a channel that was pretty much as narrow as the boat itself. And sometimes just through these beautiful reeds, these incredible papyrus forests, birds, just flocks of birds fluttering as we went past. We saw crocodiles dipping into the water as well.
Biggest opportunities we envisage are the exclusivity. You can drive for sometimes days and not see another person. I think a lot of people think exclusivity and luxury is a perfect lodge in the middle of nowhere with an awesome bath and a lovely shower. And we say, no, it's not. It's about being in remote destinations and being there by yourself or with loved ones and exploring and experiencing something different.
Because I'm from Africa, philanthropy is very close to my heart, and in fact is the entire reason that I started out my own company, was because it was also to give back. And so from a familiarization perspective, I think this has been a tremendous trip. This is about understanding Africa, understanding her challenges, understanding how it works, understanding how we can actually help.
I have become more enlightened about conservation in Tanzania, and I'm starting to understand that it's not just a simple process. It is all about saving the land and looking after the land, and the animals on the land, they need to have a perceived value. And I think we all need to find a solution. And there's so many solutions that have been tried that haven't worked. And I think it's an ongoing area of conversation that needs to happen.